This is Richie Venton from the Scottish Socialist Party, appealing to people to vote for the SSP on Thursday. On your list, vote the peach-coloured voting form to elect a team of socialist fighters, working-class people who will stand up for the millions against the millionaires, for people not profit, for an independent socialist Scotland. The Scottish Socialist Party is the only party whose MSPs will remain in touch, grounded, uncorrupted in a society which is stinking with corruption and politics, by rejecting the £75,000 MSP salary and living instead on the average skilled worker's wage. We're also the only party with a package of policies to combat poverty, inequality, pollution and the misery that capitalism creates. A socialist action plan which includes free public transport for all, not just on buses, but on an expanded people's transport service of buses, trains, ferries and subways to entice people out of car usage, to cut down poverty, put at least £1,400 a year in workers' pockets on bus fares to work, and, of course, to create at least 60,000 jobs, to have green-powered forms of transport built in Scotland and free at the point of use. We've pioneered for over a quarter of a century abolition of the unfair regressive council tax, something the SNP promised 19 years ago and have still done nothing to abolish, even when the SNP and Greens were in coalition. We want to replace that with an income-based Scottish service tax, which is based on the ability to pay, where the rich pay far more, poor people pay less, 8 out of 10 would be better off, and it would double funds for local jobs and services. We also called for public ownership of energy, to abolish profiteering from heating your home, to create jobs, 70,000 of them in the energy sector, and to provide clean, green energy that's at affordable rates. Instead of selling off the Scottish seabeds to multinationals like BP and Shell, as the SNP Green Coalition did, we want public ownership of all forms of energy to provide for the people and not the profiteers. We want to build 100,000 decent quality housing, council houses at affordable rents in order to combat the housing emergency and give young people independent living, amongst other things, alongside policies like a £15 an hour minimum wage for everybody from the age of 16, scrapping age wage discrimination, and a 4-day week on 5 days pay. If you want to combat poverty, inequality, war, pollution, if you want an independent socialist Scotland for the millions and not the millionaires, vote for the Scottish Socialist Party, Scotland's one socialist party on the lists.